This video is brought to you by Skillshare. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alberta PNP program, its nomination system, their selection criteria, it sometimes is all a mystery to a common man. Last year, they did not invite anyone from outside of Canada, and they even announced it on their website. Therefore, we kind of lost hope for AINP as an outland applicant, which many of my subscribers on this channel are. But this year, in fact, a few months ago, they made an announcement and I made a video on that. You would find the link up in the cards. They announced basically that they will be selecting people from outside of Canada based on their labor market needs. Now let's find out what happens in the months following that announcement, which NOC codes were selected, what was the selection criteria. Let's see what kind of CRS range are we looking at. Let's see what skill set they require in a candidate. You will find all about it in a dash, but make sure you watch this video till the end if you're really into Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program. So let's start the video. Welcome back, you guys. This is Iftikhar and I am a YouTuber who creates content solely on Canadian immigration, and I give you tips and tricks so that you can complete this process by yourself. And if you have not already, a sub to the channel would be highly appreciated. All right, now coming back to the topic that I have chosen for you. Now, trust me guys, it is nowhere mentioned on the Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program website what selection criteria are they looking after in this draw or the coming draws. They would say that the people who were selected had a minimum CRS of 300 or 301, and it will always keep you surprised by thinking that you had a CRS of 450. Why did you not get an invitation from Alberta? Are you any different? Am I any different? So the lack of clarity and not giving the exact information, in fact, a selection merit, this is one of the major drawbacks of Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program. But obviously, it is not a drawback for the people who actually got themselves selected through AINP. And in this video, I have basically summarized. I went to the different comments from various subscribers who keep on telling me about their AINP nomination here and there. So I actually took the screenshots and I will share those screenshots in this video with you guys so that you would know the actual people, the actual subscribers of this channel who had a certain NOC code, a certain CRS range, a certain set of skills, and they were selected by AINP, and you would take an inspiration from them and then you can apply them to your case. And I'm going to share all of those screenshots in a bit. But thing is that after looking at those screenshots that I have right in front of me right now, you will get a glimpse of what's up with AINP and how you as a candidate can increase your chances for Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program. Now, I really wish there was an option on my YouTube comment section where I would just type in a keyword and search it, AINP nomination, and all of the comments that would have that keyword would come up in front of me. But unfortunately, there was no option. So I just went back to various videos and out of memory, I went back to those subscribers who had commented about their CRS and about their selection by AINP. So make sure you watch this video till the end, because this video will actually help you in your AINP process. And if you're really into considering PNP options, and that too from Alberta, then this video is for you. So what is AINP, Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program? I made a detailed video about it once, and that video alone has helped me raise my subscriber count by a lot. AINP is a PNP program, quite a notorious one to be honest, but that does not need a direct expression of interest like some other PNP programs. So if you want to get selected by AINP, you have to just create an express entry profile, and if AINP likes you, mind you, if AINP likes you, they will send you a notification of interest just like that. You can't really do anything else about it. And this is exactly what I tell my subscribers, that AINP will never tell you what is the selection criteria on their website. You would only come to know about it from the experience of different people who have received their nomination from Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program. They will not tell you which knock codes they are going to select. They will not tell you which CRS range they are going to select. So all of these kind of things, they don't tell you about it, and that is actually a lack of communication from AINP, in my humble opinion. And AINP might disagree to that, but this is what my opinion is. So this video will play a vital role in your search of the right PNP program for your Canadian immigration. Now let me bring up the first screenshot on my screen and see what it tells us. Okay, so I have hidden the name of the subscribers because I don't want to cause any bad omen for the peeps, right? So what do we see here? This person made a comment 2 weeks ago, and many people have liked and commented on that person's comment as well. So the knock code was 2175 with a CRS score of just 340, and it was an Outland applicant. I mean, wow. Imagine how happy that person would be right now, and I'm sure he or she would be way over the moon. Now, what do we see here? An actual case of a person who received a notification of interest from Alberta, okay, and with a CRS score of just 340. I'm sure many people get AINP nominations, but they are not very open about it. Just like AINP, they are discreet in their way. So the people who received notification of interest, they are not always jumping out in front of people and telling them that this was my CRS, this was my knock code, and AINP has selected me. So if you have these numbers on your side, then you could be considering AINP as well. But unfortunately, there is lack of communication. So I'm glad that this person stepped up and told us about the CRS range, the knock code, and the fact that AINP invited that person. I am glad that the person shared the accomplishment with me. Now, let's see what the knock code 2175 is. That is web designers and developers. These are website developers, webmasters, web managers. They produce internet and intranet sites. Experience as computer programmers or graphic designers is usually needed. A bachelor degree or a college program in web design, etc. is required. Now, wait a minute. Were you also knock 2175 and your CRS was above 340? And you still did not get a nomination or a notification of interest from Alberta? Are you thinking like that? Then I would refer you back to the video that I shared in the start, because AINP basically considers you based on various factors. So one of those factors is that your express entry profile should not be about to expire. Okay, so we all know that your profile, your express entry profile, expires after 12 months. So if last 5 months are remaining, there is a bright chance that AINP is not going to send you a notification of interest. And many people that we see who receive AINP notification of interest, they basically had just created their express entry profile 1 or 2 months ago. I mean, just imagine people who are just starting their Canadian immigration dream. They just created their express entry profile after completing their ECA and their IELTS. And now after 2 months they have received notification of interest from Alberta. They would be obviously over the moon. Now let me give you an example right here. How many of you follow Naki Raza, the YouTuber? He was selected by AINP and he has shared his story many times in his videos. Well, such nice content on his channel, and you ought to subscribe to him if you want some genuine information about the Turtle Island from the horse's mouth. So beautiful stories and so much learning in his videos. Must check him out and spread the love. So talking about the knock codes and the skill set, the nominations by Alberta, I have a few more screenshots that I will keep on sharing in this video so that you can educate yourself about the process. Okay, so the next screenshot is about a person who has a CRS of 464, which is more like it because a higher CRS, right? 464. Again, an Outland applicant from Kerala, India. Lovely state. Such nice people. I have met a few while traveling to Dubai. Anyhow, knock code is 3212. Now, in the same screenshot, another person jumped in and said that his or her knock code is 3211 and apparently received an NOI from Alberta too. How cool is that? But not to mention that I cannot actually verify the account of these people, but these comments were not made up. They actually came up to the channel, and in those comments they actually shared their success story with others. So let's just take them on their face value. You with me? All right, cool. So what is NOC 3212 and 3211? Let's find out on the CIC website. 3212, they are medical laboratory technicians and pathologist assistants, and 3211 on the other hand are medical laboratory technologists. So these two NOC codes, they were selected by AINP, and if you have one of these NOC codes, then you should see it as a cool breeze that maybe AINP will need you as well. So these two NOC codes were selected by AINP, and I'm so glad that these two subscribers came up and they shared this success story with others for the world to see. So happy to see that their skill set was well received by the province of Alberta. And talking about skill sets, I want to give a huge shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. For those of you who don't know, Skillshare is a completely online learning community, and they have thousands of inspiring classes to enhance your skills. They have top classes in graphic design, UI UX design, web development, marketing, and entrepreneurship. So I recently took a class with MKBHD, everyone's favorite YouTuber, and his class name was YouTube Success with Marcus Brownlee. So I'll share one key takeaway from what MKBHD inspired me during the class. He said, don't just throw numbers at your audience without background information. So like me, if you want to enhance your skill set, Skillshare offers memberships, and the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So you can start exploring your creativity today. Now coming back to the next screenshot of the person with a NOC code 3212 again. So this person is from Kuwait, again an outland applicant, and the CRS was 412. Now he or she received NOI from Alberta, and as I have already shared, NOC 3212 is medical laboratory technicians and pathologists assistants. So feeling so happy for all these subscribers coming up and sharing their success stories with Alberta. I'm really glad about it, but I would again urge you not to take these success stories for granted. I mean, people take AINP as a very easy PNP program. There are some people who think it's like a walk in the park, but it is not like that, my friend. AINP has their discrete ways of selecting candidates without telling others that what was the selection criteria. Now, this is the most obnoxious thing about AINP. So if your CRS is below 400, below 450, you should not just sit back and enjoy the ride until AINP selects you, because they might not select you at all. So what you need to do is continuously try to improve your CRS no matter what. And the next screenshot is again of a person with a CRS of less than 400. In fact, the CRS is 384. But pointer here, the person had a connection to the province, a brother. So the NOC code is 9213, and we would quickly look at which NOC code is that. So 9213 are basically supervisors in food and beverage processing, and they supervise and coordinate the activities of workers who operate processing and packaging machines and workers who grade food and beverage product. All right, so now I'm taking you now to the last screenshot that I have found, and it is again a similar NOC that you have already seen in this video. Now let's just see, and that NOC code is 3212. The CRS was only, as the subscriber says, 357. How cool is that? Probably the NOI was received in the August 10th draw, which is crazy. I'm sorry about the poor quality of this image, but hey, it serves the purpose, right? So when we look at all these screenshots and the success stories of people who recently received NOI from Alberta, what would you think? That, AINP is a walk in park. But let me tell you, it is not 2 + 2 = 4. It is not a straightforward case. So if you are to get selected by AINP, you would be getting selected by AINP, because basically you cannot do anything about it. The process is you create your Express Entry profile, and you need to have a valid Express Entry profile. And if AINP conducts a draw and they like your profile, they would send you a notification of interest. You can't do anything other than that. So I would say be optimistic about AINP, but don't just rely on that. And please, please, please try to improve your CRS and take it as high as you can. And do not think that you have created an Express Entry profile and that is what all needed of you. It is not. It is a continuous struggle. So the purpose of this video was to educate you about AINP, that yes, it is an option. They might select you, but if you ask me in the comment sections of this video that I have this knock code, I have this CRS range, what are my chances for AINP? I would not be able to tell you that because their website does not say anything about it. So nobody can give you a concrete evidence of how AINP will select you. But if you're lucky, if you are picked by AINP, then I would hope that you would come back to this video and you would share your specific CRS range, your specific knock code, so that I could create more videos like it, because through my videos I like to spread optimism, but I don't spread false hopes on my channel. Okay, so if you think this video added value to your Canadian journey, then hit that like button and share this video with your friends who are relying on AINP or who are convinced that AINP will never select them no matter what. So this is Iftikhar, wishing you guys all the best.